Used to, one of the bigger drawbacks of shooting with an iPhone was you had a limited telephoto range. With the 17 Pro, they largely fixed that, adding the 100 and the 200mm that are built in, 4x and 8x respectively. And for the most part, the built-in lenses can do pretty well. But when you add a teleconverter to those, you can get really impressive results. Not only from a longer focal length, but shallow depth of field. I went to a park to test out the new Telephoto lens and stumbled upon a group of photographers. Evidently, there is an eagle up in the tree with a nest of baby eagles. So yeah, this is a great serendipity, but I don't see it yet. So we'll come back to this in just a minute, see if I can't find it. In a previous video, I went over the Sandmarc 48mm, which is a little bit of a confusing name. It's really just a 2x teleconverter for the iPhone Telephoto. Works on the 4x and 8x, or if you're on a 15 Pro, the 5x. But now I have Sandmarc's 72mm. So that's a 3x telephoto, which when using on the iPhone 100mm will give you a 300mm equivalent. And when using on the iPhone 200mm, the 8x will give you a 600mm equivalent. The numbers might get a little bit confusing, but ultimately you're getting a 3x telephoto look. Back at the eagle search, and this group sees it and is shooting away, but I have still yet to locate it. So I'm going to move around to the other side and see if I have better luck over there. In my previous video about the Sandmarc 48mm, I compared it to the Reflex 240mm, which is the same thing again. It's a 2x teleconverter, and I noticed that the Sandmarc lens was larger and heavier. And so in that case, the Reflex was more portable. But here now with their new 72mm, they've kept it surprisingly similar to the 48mm. The 72mm is just a few millimeters taller. Not much at all. They actually look very, very similar. And the weight is pretty close too. So the 72mm weighs about 179 grams, and the 48mm weighs about 142 grams. So they don't really feel that much different. What that means really is they do stay more into the portable category, and when you rig up your phone, you'll have a similar size rig. And they have the same size filter mount, but you'll need to use the included adapter ring to use screw-on filters from Sandmarc or other brands. Right, I found the eagle. Got a telephoto lens shot of it right now. It's right there up in the middle of that big tree right there. Way up there. There he is. I'm on the 200mm with the 3x teleconverter from Sandmarc. So yeah, it's a 600mm shot. And wow, That's pretty cool. I mentioned the Reflex Super Telephoto, which is comparable to the Sandmarc 48mm and how it was smaller, but they also have a similar 3x tele called the Ultra Telephoto, and I just wanted to show that it is actually much bigger than the Sandmarc lens, considerably bigger. It weighs 310 grams, so not quite twice as much, but definitely a lot more, and just overall it's a lot larger piece of glass. And having more glass, I think, makes it a little bit sharper, especially on the 600mm end. The Sandmarc 300mm shots overall look great, but the 600mm shots are soft. Definitely usable, but softer than I would prefer. It's likely a combination of the 200mm iPhone lens that is not optical, and then the glass in the 72mm. Again, the 300 looks great, the 600 looks good and can look really good in some shots, but some shots, especially ones that are really far away, can be soft. If you sharpen it in post though, it can look fine. And you can see that right here with this example. So if when using the 600mm, try that. And by the way, I'm planning to do a comparison between the Sandmarc and the Reflex, and I'll show some techie stuff including focus charts. All the footage in this video was color graded using my Apple Log LUT packs. I've got everyday and film look LUTs, and so if you're interested in those or the Sandmarc 72mm lens, I've got links in the description. Thanks for watching.